Yo, what up everybody, it's your boy King of Games 80, I'm back at it again. For those who are new, welcome to King Nation. Alright guys, this is something I want to talk about. I just got into, I've been playing Duel Links a lot and I unlocked Jaden Yuki. I started watching GX again and a lot of my friends told me that they didn't like GX because it wasn't like the originals or some stuff like that. And I was thinking about it as I'm looking back at it, I was like, GX was actually pretty good. Like, really good, actually. The first season probably wasn't. But I feel like they took the time for the first season just to build up to give you a glimpse at all the characters, all their cards, and all the character developments. And then, like, season 2, they went into it. And then I believe the final season, for the dubbed at least, was actually very dark. Now, I don't remember much about or kind of all of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX mostly was kind of dark if you think about it. Like, one season you pretty much had a dude talking about the light and would have his followers, pretty much was a cult that infiltrated Duel Academy, brainwashing other students through their duels. You know, ridiculous as that kind of sounds, a little bit of like, oh, you lose a duel, now you're brainwashed, and now you're over to our side. But for the Yu-Gi-Oh verse, that's kind of a little bit dark, especially it was being done. I don't know if GX was being done by 4Kids or not at that time, but for them to still keep that, that's pretty much down to basic what it was. And then when we got to, what was it? The tournament where, like, you had the dude who was a dinosaur and Axel showed up. That was crazy because when they first introduced Yugioh, when you didn't really know who Yugioh was, it was a tournament where everyone's strength was being zapped to give that energy to Yugioh. Also, Yugioh could grant the one wish of seeing that one, the main villain of that time, kid, to see his kid, because his kid got hit by a car, if I believe, and that was pretty dark in itself. You're like, wait a minute, hold up, this man's trying to resurrect his dead kid.
Smoke checked.
I mean, that's pretty crazy, you know. And I'm kind of skipping like seasons and all that because you had the first major arc where it had like the secret beast, which were a ripoff of the ancient gods or the Egyptian gods. And that was crazy because they portrayed like all Jaden's wins were like rigged and like it was all planned out. And you think for a character that was like, was it? He had to get over that. All the cards were being like gone and disappearing, so if Jaden would have lost, everyone's cards would have been like gone because apparently, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the dual spirits and monster spirits was a thing. They're not just like normal cards. So that was crazy. Not so much as dark as the guy trying to revive his dead kid. But when all that didn't work out, Yugioh backstabbed him. So we go back to the Yugioh arc, I guess. That happened. Then when they were stuck in a whole different dimension, Yugioh was really kicking things off where you were in a stranded dimension. You had no idea who or what things were. You had actually real monsters in this world trying to get to you, on top of a psycho dual monster card trying to get Jaden going all yonderu pretty much, and then changed a lot of people into dual ghouls. And if people don't know what dual ghouls were, they're pretty much a version of zombies that just wanted to duel, and the more you duel them, if you lost to them, then you'll become one. The problem was that since they kept on getting back up, you had to duel them again. Well, this took place still a tournament arc where the guy was trying to revive his dead kid. So they had these bracelets, and if you lost, or even during your duel, every time you took damage, you would lose energy, your stamina. So you're facing a duelist who will keep on getting back up and challenging you, and you are forced to duel them. And then lose energy, you faint, you lose the game, you did turn into a ghoul. That's kind of dark if you think about it. And all these kids, they would die. They would if Yugioh, you know. So then eventually, though, after that season got done with, the Yugioh wasn't defeated. Yugioh took everyone from Duel Academy, or a select few, I can't remember all of them, it was just the main cast, into a whole other world that was being ruled by pretty much the Dark World deck. And you're like, hold up, when this is where it really got dark because people died in this series. Like, no, we ain't talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people didn't really die. But GX's final dubbed season was dark because almost pretty much the entire main cast pretty much got sent to the stars, which died, which means they dead. You know, come on now. That's the closest thing you're gonna get death in Team 4-Star. Or Team 4-Star, I'm so stupid. 4Kids. I just got done watching the new episode of Team 4-Star, by the way, so that's why it's in my mind. Anyways, so... And then Jaden was a bad guy at first, or started became a villain. He was scared to use polymerization, and then because he got done. No, I'm messing up. My bad. He had an ego, kind of, or not really, trying to stop and try to save everyone. But kind of not boasting about, but I don't know how to explain it. He got put in his place, and he was forced to say pretty much goodbye to all his friends. And pretty much turned evil at that moment and became a supreme king, made his own kingdom, and started wrecking everybody else. Not even to mention anyone who tried to stand up to him, aka any of the rest of his friends that were still alive, tried to challenge him. And they lost, and so they got sent to the stars. It took a man named Axel to do it. And on top of that, even after all that bullshit happened, Jaden got over the fear of using polymerization because what he done, and goes challenge Yugioh. He ends up fighting one of his new best friends named Jesse, who's of course a Beast deck user, who's being possessed by Yugioh. And then Jaden had to send him to the stars, I think. And Yugioh was first, so then he had to duel Yugioh. Turns out Yugioh is a yonder, and we used to be a friend, and it's like weird that Jaden is actually like an ancient king or supposed to be a king, and somehow he's in our dimension or whatever. I kind of got confused in that scenario. Someone can explain, let me know. So it was kind of got a little dark, and then at the end, luckily, you know, Jaden pulled a bullshit move where he actually fused with Yugioh, so now Yugioh and Jaden are one again, or one. And it's just like, what the hell? Like, it's crazy. And that's how they ended off. They ended off like, oh, Jaden didn't return back, and everyone else has dual chemistry. Now, I didn't watch all of the subbed for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX with the sub, so I don't know the season that came after that. But it seems like Jaden's really not interested in dueling anymore. He's like over it. He's done with Duel Academy, and he's about to leave. And then these assholes show up, starting shit, and Jaden's like, I gotta deal with this shit now. Alright, after this, I'm done. Like, it's crazy. You know, so those are like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is really underestimated. And I think that if people can get past the first couple of seasons, it gets really good, like really fast, you know? So it was just, I don't know. I think I enjoy watching that over the first Yu-Gi-Oh! I think now the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Had its great moments, don't get me wrong, and its great duels and a lot of bullshit, but you know, that's just me. But that's just the takeaway from it, my guys, because honestly I think GX is really good, and I don't really have a rating for them. Not yet. I'm gonna go into I think Pendulum or Arc V next. Or Synchro, I don't really know. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys for today. So I catch you guys later. Probably soon today too. Anyway guys, catch you later. Bye!